Hey, what's up? It's Brianna, your Zero sister. You have questions, I got answers. If you are interested in becoming a surrogate or you're just curious about the process, definitely subscribe, like, and comment and save for later if you want to come back to this video. So today we're going to be talking about the matching process. So this is like the moment, okay? Like the real moment of like, oh my gosh, like I think I'm really about to become a surrogate. So if you haven't watched previous videos, first you gotta apply, go through medical screening, a psychological test, and then you have to go through legal, okay? So you have to do all these things. And so when you get to this matching process, like you really feel like, wow, like I am kind of like at a home run right now. Like this is exciting. So let's talk about it. So the company that I work for, when you become a surrogate, you set up a profile. So it's kind of like a Facebook, Instagram, like you post pictures, you put like a bio about who you are, your family dynamic, if you're married, single mom, how many children you have. Like you want to make yourself seem interesting. It's like a dating profile, okay? As weird as that sounds. Okay. You really want to set yourself up for success, obviously. So that's kind of like where I would come along, because I will let you know like do's and don'ts, what kind of pictures you want to post on there. You want to post clear pictures, you want to show that beautiful face, that smile, like, and be like warming and loving, maternal, like all those things, because these people are literally trusting you with their baby. You know what I mean? Like you're going to be carrying this baby. They're not going to be with you 24/7. That's just not how surrogacy works, especially if you are in different states or a different country, okay? Because my two intended parents that I worked with were in two different countries. One was in Shanghai and one was in Taiwan. So we were hella far from each other, but that's a whole nother conversation. So yes, you make your profile. Once you make your profile, then you wait, okay? Because while you're setting up this profile, the parents are setting up their profile. They're scrolling, they're swiping, they're trying to see who kind of like matches them, okay? Because there's so many different types of intended parents. So you gotta like, also like you get a say of like who you want to carry for. Like you could say, yes, I am open to caring for a male couple or a woman couple, or you could say, no, I do not want to work with families. So you have to like voice what you want and what aligns with your views, your religion, your all that stuff, okay? So it's, some people are open. Like I think for me at the time, I was very open. Like I just wanted to help someone. And both of my families, it was a mother and a father. So, but that's not everyone's story. I know someone that's carried for two fathers. Shout out to my friend Chelsea. I don't know if you'll ever see this video, but that is like my Sarah's sister. Anyway, I'm so excited. Hey girl, if you do see it. But anyway, so once you finish your profile, like I said, the family's gonna be scrolling. They're gonna be like swipe, swipe, swipe. And then when they see your beautiful face, they're gonna be like, that's the one. That's the one. And then that's how it starts, literally. Like it is, and I don't want to say it's like simple, because obviously nothing about being a surrogate is simple, but I feel like that little part right there is just amazing. It's so funny because with my first journey, like it was like an instant connection, because you do get to speak to them. My family did not speak English, so they had like their translator on the phone, and it was like instant. Like even though we couldn't speak the same language, like we were like besties, okay, at first sight. My second journey, they matched me with the family, and like the guy did not want me to talk to the wife. Like it was weird. I didn't like that, because if I'm caring for a family, I want to be able to talk to both parents. And I don't know if it was like a power dynamic, like no judgment. Hey, if that's what y'all like to do in your household, that's not for me. Okay, so anyway, that was weird. So I was like, no, I don't want to work with them. So then they ended up matching me with a single mother. So my first journey, I had a couple, and then my second journey, it was a single mom, and like she was a business owner, like, and we like really clicked because I'm a business owner, entrepreneur, like, so it was like we were like, okay, like soul sisters, literally. But yeah, so like you have a say too. If it doesn't feel right to you, say no. I feel like a lot of people jump into surrogacy and feel like, oh, I have to get a match, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to get pregnant on the first try, I have to do this, da, 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 da. That is not the case, because that is not how things always work, okay? So definitely, if it doesn't feel right, say no, speak up for yourself. Like, you are your own advocate, you know, at the end of the day. And if it feels right, of course, match with that person or that family, that couple, whatever the case is, and then you move on to the next step. So that kind of wraps up today's video. Like and comment and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to drop it down in the comment box. If you're ready to become a surrogate, definitely go to the description box, click on the link, and you're gonna hear from me, okay? But anyway, I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Bye.